My goal remains the same as it was on day one as mayor, making New York City the crypto capital of the globe. And as you remember, I supported crypto long before any of my mayoral peers. I was the first American mayor to have my initial 3 paychecks converted into crypto way back in 2022. Many people laughed at me, and all I can say is, who's laughing now? We're seeing
innovation there, and there's been a lot of discussion. Ken Cardano will be one of the first to do private stablecoin. Maybe, just maybe, people don't want to have a stablecoin where every time they buy something, it's forever tracked by everyone everywhere, and everybody can see it. Maybe, just maybe, you'd like to have that be privacy enabled, right? But if you have selective disclosure, you can still do a cease and freeze regime, and you can still do all the other things the regulators do. But it's really cool, if we have that capability. Cardano is probably going to be one of the first ecosystems to do that. And when we look in the next 5 years, our big area of growth is likely going to come from XRP and from Bitcoin.
A key priority of my chairmanship will be to develop a rational regulatory framework for crypto asset markets that establishes clear rules of the road for issuance, custody, and trading of crypto assets, while continuing to discourage bad actors from violating the law. Clear rules of the road are necessary for investor protection against fraud, not the least to help them identify scams that do not comport with the law.
It's another key milestone. I mean, this initiative represents another key milestone in terms of crypto adoption and deployment globally. What it does is, travelers and tourists going forward can make use of a very seamless, very cost-efficient way of paying locally, everything from things like flights, accommodations, meals, even your local tour guides, and when you're buying from local merchants.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. We will, and if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. We have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back slightly as I'm doing this video. In stocks, we have the Dow down, S&P flat, and we have the NASDAQ up. But we're seeing a lot of downgrades when it comes to U.S. equities. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. Right now, we have yield rates down, which we know they should be moving up. After Jerome Powell leaves in July, we're just going to start seeing yield rates start to creep up. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Right now, we have the dollar down. We have volume in crypto right now up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have the Tether market cap hits 150 billion. That's right, guys. You heard that correct. Only thing they have to do is hit the mint button. And we have Anchorage Digital acquires USDM issuer Mountain Protocol to expand its stablecoin offerings. And guys, we know stablecoins are important because it's the foundation of this new economy. And we know DeFi is definitely the new banking, and stable coins are nothing but digital dollars. But with smart contracts, they can tell you what, where, when, and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend them, or poof, they're gone. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. The repo at 147 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution. And we haven't even felt the tariffs just yet. So yes, we had inflation numbers come out today. They were a bit higher, but they're just going to keep creeping up. And then on top of it, because of these tariffs, we know the Fed is not going to move until the labor market starts to break down. And that won't be until the end of this year. And with interest rates this high, we're paying over $1 trillion just in interest to service the debt. And I went over this last night. Of course, this has to end. And we know it's not going to end well. But remember, they cause the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And that's the machines. As the people are being laid off, the machines are going to come in, increase productivity, where you're not even going to notice these corporations laid off. But then they're going to bring in the universal basic income to keep the sheep quiet. We've seen this doing the C word, guys. Remember, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And we keep hearing the Trump administration speaking about bringing manufacturing back to the United States, but this manufacturing is going to be done by the machines. And these tariffs are helping break up the supply chain, so therefore they can bring in blockchain. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, don't forget, with these digital assets, these machines now have money. Run this whole economy without a human involved. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, as I'm doing this video, are up. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have NASDAQ listed GD Culture Group to sell up to 300 million in shares to acquire Bitcoin and Trump meme coin. And we see a lot of these small cap stocks turning to crypto. Now we have Dubai to accept crypto payments for government services via Crypto.com. And their goal is to become cashless, 90% cashless by 2026. That's not 36. That's 2026. Yes, guys, next year. But remember, these emerging markets of Middle East did not have the same payments infrastructure as we have here in America. It was more easier for them to switch over to the digital economy. And don't forget, the United States is behind on purpose. We are the last free nation. Now we have Coinbase set to join the S&P 500 this Monday, May 19th. And the first crypto company to make this happen, but we know it's definitely not going to be the last. This is just the start. We're going to see crypto take over the actual stock market. We know all these stocks are going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Robinhood is acquiring WonderFi, a top Canadian crypto platform. And we know Kevin O'Leary is going to the bank. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have the New York Mayor. Eric Adams tells the crypto industry, come build an empire in New York City. And if you want to push adoption, you push it in California or New York. And the rest of the United States will follow. We have the pro SEC when it comes to crypto. We have the pro president when it comes to crypto. The only thing we need now is regulation. And we know the politicians are going to play the Hegelian dialectic because they're nothing but paid puppets, but eventually they're going to push this agenda, and stable coins are coming first, and I definitely see that this year. And then we're off to the races. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.